Hi and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Fee and I am here with another video. Yes, I got another video for y'all. Can y'all believe it? Your girl on the roll, your girl on the roll, your girl on the roll, your girl on the roll. So I'm trying to find some makeup looks that don't require a lot of foundation, because a lot of my friends like, I'm not trying to put all that mess on my face. And honestly, when I do my makeup and I use foundation, like, it looks good, but then when I do a close-up, I'm like, I don't know. So I do want to try to find ways to do my makeup that does not require a lot of foundation, that does not require a lot of steps, but still give me a nice look. The look that I'm going to do today, like I said, is going to be simple. It's going to be easy. It's for my girls who want to do a little something to their face, but they don't want a lot of steps. They don't want a lot of stuff on their face. Plus, it's hot outside, so we don't want to pile all that on. So I've already washed and did my whole skincare routine. I've washed, I toned, I put a little serum under my eye, and I moisturized. I'm seeing I still got some issues going on around here, but that's fine. Yes, I have relaxed my hair, and I am back to a pixie, so I do plan on doing some more hair videos as well. And like I said, I went ahead and relaxed my hair because I'm growing it out, and I prefer the way my hair grows. It grows thick, so I prefer to put a relaxer on it and let it grow. I know that sounds backwards, but that's just the way I do it. So we ain't talking about hair, we're talking about makeup, so let's get to it. The first thing that I want to do is prime my face. And the primer that I'm going to use is my Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfection. I like this primer because it is very mattifying. Some people say it's too drying, but I like it because my skin gets really oily. And if you have oily skin, you want to focus on your T-zones. And so that's where I usually start. Now it does say that this is poreless. I'll give it its respect when it comes to mattifying, because when I say it mattes and it dries fast, it does. But as far as like erasing pores and something like that, not so much. So, but you know, yeah. So I need to find something for my pores, but in the meantime, in between time, that's what we got. So now that you have gone and you've primed your face, next you want to go ahead, because we're not doing foundation. So the next thing that you want to do is kind of color correct and use concealer. Now, I am actually out of the concealer that I like to use. So I'm going to go ahead and use an oldie but goodie. You can find this at any beauty supply store. That's the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm still kind of on a hunt on a good concealer, but we just going to use this for right now. And mainly what you want to do is just put concealer on the parts where you want to kind of cover. And I might as well just go ahead and I'm going to do my under eye. Now you put concealer under your eye to brighten it, or if you got dark circles or you're puffy or anything like that. I noticed that I really don't have like dark circles. I do have puffiness. So yeah. And then right here I have some discoloration, so we're gonna put primer there. Concealer there. You can also color correct, so you can either do concealer or color correct, and I'm still using that LA Girl, and I'm going to color correct. I like to use the color corrector of my upper lip to get that little stash shadow that be going on around there. So there. So next, what you want to do with a wet sponge, and it's key to use a wet blender. You want to use your blenders when it's wet because it gives your skin a more skin-like appearance. And so you want to go ahead and just blend out wherever you put that concealer. Blending out your concealer, you just want to make sure that you don't have any blotches or lines. You want to blend that stuff all the way out. And depending on the concealer that you use, you know, some concealers can spread. So if you need to add more, you can, but just be mindful. But the key to blending and using a blending sponge, a beauty blender, or this is a Real Technique sponge. They do just as well and they're not as expensive. So now that I've applied my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and set my face using the Mercier. And like I said, I decided that I wanted to do this look because, again, I have a lot of friends that always ask me about my makeup. And when you're set, and also, I just wanted to find ways because I wanted to find ways to do my makeup without having to use foundation, just because I felt like when I looked up close on my pictures, it just didn't look natural. So basically I'm just adding powder in my T-zone area because that's where I get the most shiny, and under my eye where I added that concealer. So now once you've done that, and that's a step, it depends on your skin. If you're not oily like me, then you probably just want to put a little powder, setting powder under your eye to hold that concealer. But if you an oily girl, you want to add a little bit more just in those areas. And this highlighter, because it's a lighter shade, is going to highlight in those areas that I just added the powder to. Next, we're going to work on brows, and I know I'm kind of going out of order. I know some people that like to do their brows and add concealer under their brows to clean it up and all that. I really don't do all that. And depending on the time that I have, I'm going to give you two options. So if you are someone who has time and you want to fill in your brows, you can do that with a pencil or however you want to fill them in. And you just, a quick fill in, you can just fill in your brows real quick. And basically when I fill my brows in, I'm just trying to get those sparse pieces in, those sparse areas. I like to keep my brows very natural. So I'm just adding into the sparse areas and I'm giving my eyebrow some shape. So, like I said, I'm going to give you two options for your eyebrows. You can either use an eyebrow pencil. If you got time, you can fill them in, do all that. If you're one of the girls that want to do concealer, I don't do that. You can conceal it to clean it up or all that. I personally like to just use a razor and clean my eyebrows up when I have to. But if you want to clean them up, like get them extra sharp, extra shaped, you can put concealer like under here and blend it out. I don't do all that, and I know a lot of my people that watch that barely want to put on makeup finna do all that either. So your first option is you can get you a eyebrow pencil. I suggest getting one. This is the NYX micro brow pencil. I suggest getting one that's a micro brow. This is raggedy. Is out. I can't even show you, but it has a thinner pencil, so it's easier to create your lines for your eyebrows, and it gives you a more natural looking brow. Now, when you do your brows, you have, like I said, I'm gonna give you two options. You can use that, or you can use a brow gel. This is the Benefits Give Me Brow. It's the small size. It's the tester. Here's another key tip. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on high-end brands, a lot of stores, they sell minis and they're usually about half the price. And sometimes the minis a little bit goes a long way. So with the Gimme Brow, it is a brow gel, but it also has color, and it will not only just like tame your brows and get them together, it also has some color on it. See if I can show it to you. I'm running out of this. But it also has a little color, and that color will go into your brows. So I like to use this to not only just as a brow gel, but also if I'm in a rush and I don't have time to fill in my brows, I can use this. Or if you don't want your brows to look extra thick, you can also use a clear brow gel, and this is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And if you can use this if you just want to tame your brows and keep your brows looking nice and neat throughout the day, those are your options when it comes to brows. You can either fill them in, you can use a gel. I highly recommend having a clear gel, because when you do your brows, you want them to stay in place, and a brow gel helps you to do just that. Now, this step is optional. You don't have to, but for my girls, I like to contour their face. Next, I'm going to contour, and I'm using the Rimmel Dual Contour Stick, and I just like to add a little bit around my forehead. Just bring that forehead in some, on my jawline. And on my cheek right area. And basically with my blending brush, I'm going to blend that all out. And what this does is just add some shape to your face, puts a little color back in your face, you know, suck you in, get you together. If you are a person like myself who has a more round face, you want to kind of blend upward. And so I wouldn't do this like on my everyday face, but just, you know, just an extra step. You want to get that around that forehead too. If you got a 5 head and you want to turn it into a 4 head, just blend on around there. Pat, 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 pat. So next, once you have added some contour to your face, now you want to go back to complexion, and you want to set your entire face. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty. You can't see this, but I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty setting powder, and the one that I'm using is in honey. And let me say this setting powder, it just turns your face up a notch, but a little bit goes a long way. And it took me a while. I almost gave this jar away because I didn't have the right brush. I wasn't using the right brush, and whenever I used it, it would just come on so heavy that I looked like an Oompa Loompa. So this is an everyday step. Once I do my primer and I put some concealer and color correct, I'm gonna take this Fenty just a little bit, knock off the excess, and I'm just brushing it along my face. Now, I will say, if you are someone that has pores, this powder does kind of tone your pores down, and it is mattifying. So just be mindful of that. And yeah, I'm going to brush it over my eye. I'm not going to do an eyeshadow look for this look. This is just a quick, simple, well, I know it ain't quick, but just a simple Now we're going to go back and we're going to work on the face. Now I know I added contour, which was optional. You don't have to do that. You can conceal, you can set some of your concealer, you can put a powder to set your face so you won't shine or whatever throughout the day. Now I'm going to add my e.l.f. bronzer. This is the St. Lucia. This is my favorite bronzer. It comes with a bronzer and this it's like a blush. I use it as a blush. I use it as a highlight, but I really like this bronzer. And I'm just going to take my bronzer brush. And what I like to do is go up a little higher on my cheekbone. And as you see, I'm going upward. You want to take it up. And I like to do it this way because, again, it kind of sucks that face in. Gonna take a little bit more bronzer around my forehead area just to trim that forehead down. I did not contour my nose, so I'm gonna swatch out and I'm gonna contour my nose with the same bronzer that I use for my eye. The Benefit bronzer. I'm just gonna take a little bit and swipe it along my nose, and I'm gonna take it and put it in the eye. Now I know I said this was gonna be a little steps, but we had now, so. And the extra stuff that I'm doing, this is another optional step. So you don't have to necessarily do this. I like to just to slim my nose down. And again, just add some slimness to my face and extra color to my face. So just that, and it don't have to be heavy. You can use your concealer to contour. You can use a contour stick and contour, or go back over, or you can just use a bronzer. But be careful if you're going to contour with a bronzer that is not a shimmery bronzer like this e.l.f. bronzer. This e.l.f. bronzer has a shimmer to it, so I wouldn't use this to contour my face. I would use the matte. But if you want to just add some color to your face, soften it up, that's when you will use your bronzer that might have a little shimmer. So now that we've added the bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush, and I'm going to use the Tarte blush. I guess that's the color. I like this color. This is the wrong brush. I like this color because it's soft. It's not really heavy. And again, going upward, because we want to keep that. If you have a round, chubby face like mine, you want to tone. You want to bring everything up to suck you up. Now, if you want to add highlights, you can be done, whatever. But like I said, we here now. So I'm gonna start with the with my blush brush. I'm gonna use this blush that came in my e.l.f. and I'm just gonna take that and put that up on my cheeks, still going upward, but you don't want to take it too high up. And that's just going to add a little glow to your face. It is summertime. I can also use this to highlight if I want just a soft highlight and I don't want to do too much. I'm going to go ahead and use my highlighter brush. The same e.l.f. Take some of that, put it on my nose and right here, the bridge of my nose, just for a soft highlight. We've already did the cheeks, so we're fine there. You can also take this and highlight it around your eye, right on your brow bone. It's soft, so it's not going to be too heavy, but it's going to give you just a soft, like rose pink, golden glow. Great for the summer. Real simple. Now this is optional. If you want, you can do a cat eye or anything to your eye, you know, just to give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit added flavor. What I'm using is the Kat Von D tattoo liner, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it across the eye. And if you're not good on making a cat eye like myself, my thing is just focus on like the line right above your lash line, and if you want to expand it from there, you can. I don't try to do a wing or anything like that. I just add a little bit right above there, and it just helps to add some definition to your eye. It helps with your lashes, and it just ups your look, your eyes just a little bit. And I love this eyeliner because it glides on really easy. And like I said, if I want to build on it, I can. But we're going to keep this really simple. So next, if you want to add some eyeliner, you can. I will say that adding eyeliner, it does give your eye a little pop. It also helps. You just want to be mindful. You don't want to put too much black on and you end up looking like a raccoon because it's hot and you sweating. So if you want to do black, you can do black. But if you want it to pop, or you can do a brown color, like a dark brown, and that's also great for the daytime, and it also does not run as much. I'm gonna go ahead and use the black. You can find like a smudge proof or things like that. If you have an eyeliner like that, you don't have to worry about it. But if you go into the beauty supply store and you buying that $1.99 or that $1 eyeliner, just be careful how you rub it under your eye. And you just want to apply it on your waterline. You don't want a lot because it is hot. Just a little bit to give the eye a little pop. Oh, we did all this. I forgot adding to the eye to do some mascara. One of my favorite everyday mascaras is the They're Real by Benefits. I love this mascara for my everyday look. It, you know, it just gives you a natural lash. My lashes are really already long. I don't do false lashes. So just gonna add a little bit to the mask, and don't need a lot. Don't cake all that mascara on your eyes, and then your eyelashes sticking together and they all clumpy. I know you want your lashes to be long and you want some volume, but putting a whole bunch is not the key. You gotta find one that works for you. And this one works for me. And if you want to add a little bit more drama, take a little bit, put it under your eye. And I really just do like the corner of my eye. So now the last thing that you need to do for this look is add lips. And if you're doing a simple lip, if you want with this look, you could throw on a lip gloss and be done, but we done already been there, so I'm about to just go ahead and keep going there. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to start, that's not it. I am gonna start with my favorite NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. It is in Soft Spoken, and I'm gonna line my lips. Next, I'm going to take my favorite NYX Liquid Suede. This is in Tea and Cookies. I like this. It's like a soft pink type of color. And throw that on. And it is a matte color. But I just love the way it complements that that lip liner. I love the way the two complement each other. I love how it kind of just works when you're doing an everyday look. It's a nice soft everyday color and it's not too much. It is a matte, and in the summertime, like I love a matte lip, especially in the winter months. I just think especially a matte red, oh girl. But in the summertime, like even though this is a matte and I love the way it looks, it's a nice soft look. You see, we're not doing too much. We don't got a whole bunch of makeup caked on. Even though I said I wasn't gonna give y'all a lot of steps, once I get started doing makeup, it just happens. I start picking up stuff like, let's put this on, let's do this, let's do this. See how this works. Sorry. That's the joy of makeup. That's the fun part about it. But I wanted to make sure that I still kept it simple for y'all. Well, give y'all some tips on how to keep it simple. But anyway, I got off track. So what I'm going to do to make this lip pop, because it is summertime, and even though this is a cute little summer look, we just want to take it up a little bit more. I'm going to use the NYX Duochrome Chromatic Shimmer Lip Gloss, and this is Spring It On. Every time I wear this, I get a lot of compliments, and I love this because it goes with anything. I can just put it on with the lip liner, and this is going to pop. I've done it on top of all of my matte colors, and it pops because even though, as you can see, it looks pinkish, but when I add it on and when I put it on, it gives me like a golden color. So we're going to add that. Like you see, it's not doing too much. That's just right. And there you have it. Now we're going to go ahead and set our face. And I set it using the Urban Decay De-Slick. So it's going to keep my face matted. And that is the finished look, y'all. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.